Life has a way of testing us in ways we never expect. Sometimes, the weight of sadness feels too heavy, struggles seem endless, and the world around us moves forward while we stand still, consumed by hopelessness. In those moments, the hardest thing isn't just enduring, it's smiling. Smiling to keep the world from seeing the battles we're fighting inside. But what if I told you that the strength it takes to carry on, to keep going even when your spirit feels fractured, is something to be proud of? In this video, we'll explore the resilience it takes to face struggles head-on, how to find hope in the darkest times, and why even the smallest steps forward are acts of courage. This is a journey of quiet strength, and I'm here to walk it with you. The weight of hidden struggles. Sadness is often invisible. It hides behind polite conversations, forced laughter, and the smiles we wear to keep others from worrying. But behind that mask lies a storm of doubts, fears, and the quiet question, will I ever feel okay again? We live in a world that rewards strength and resilience, but it often misinterprets what those qualities truly mean. Society celebrates success, productivity, and outward appearances, but it doesn't always know how to address the quiet battles we fight behind the scenes. And so, we hide it. We tell ourselves, it's better this way. No one will understand anyway. If you've ever felt this way, you're not alone. Many of us carry struggles that the world never sees. And while it can feel isolating, this shared experience reminds us that human connection is rooted in vulnerability. Being strong doesn't mean never feeling weak. It means continuing to walk through the storm, even when every step feels impossible. Why smiling feels like the hardest part. Smiling can feel like the greatest contradiction. It's a symbol of joy and connection. Yet in times of sadness, it can feel like a mask we wear to protect ourselves. Sometimes we smile because we want to shield others from the depth of our pain. Other times we smile because we hope that somehow the act of smiling will bring a flicker of light back into our lives. But let's acknowledge something important. Smiling doesn't mean you're ignoring your struggles. It doesn't mean you're pretending everything is okay. Sometimes smiling is a quiet rebellion against the heaviness of life, a way of saying, I'm still here, I'm still fighting. That, in itself, is an act of strength. Finding strength in small steps. When we feel hopeless, the idea of changing our circumstances can feel overwhelming. It's easy to look at the mountain ahead and think, I'll never make it to the top. But here's the truth. Strength doesn't come from massive leaps. It comes from small, steady steps. Acknowledging the pain. The first step is allowing yourself to feel. Pretending your struggles don't exist only amplifies the burden. Pain demands to be felt, but that doesn't mean you have to be consumed by it. Journaling, speaking with someone you trust, or even sitting quietly with your thoughts can help release some of that heaviness. Acknowledging your pain isn't a sign of weakness. It's an act of self-compassion. Breathing through the darkness. When sadness feels like it's suffocating you, return to something simple, your breath. Deep, intentional breathing can help ground you in the present moment, reminding you that even in darkness, there's still life within you. Try inhaling deeply for 4 counts, holding for 4 counts, and exhaling for 6 counts. This small act can calm your racing mind and provide a sense of stability. Focusing on one thing at a time. When everything feels like too much, focus on just one thing. Whether it's getting out of bed, making a cup of tea, or stepping outside for fresh air, accomplishing even the smallest task can remind you of your ability to move forward. One small step leads to another, and soon, those steps add up to meaningful progress. The power of quiet resilience. There's a misconception that resilience is loud and visible, a grand display of strength that the world applauds. But true resilience often works in silence. It's the quiet determination to keep going, even when no one is watching. The strength of showing up. Quiet resilience is about showing up for yourself, even when you don't feel like it. It's the act of facing another day, even when yesterday felt unbearable. Letting others in. Resilience doesn't mean carrying your burdens alone. It's okay to let others in, to share your struggles with a trusted friend or a professional who can help you process what you're feeling. Vulnerability isn't a sign of weakness. It's a bridge to connection and healing. Finding joy in small moments. Resilience is also about finding joy, even if it's fleeting. A moment of laughter, a warm meal, or the beauty of a sunset can remind you that life, even in its hardest moments, still holds pockets of light. Why your story matters. In moments of hopelessness, it's easy to feel like your story doesn't matter, like you're just another person in a sea of struggles. But that couldn't be further from the truth. Your story is unique. Your resilience, your pain, and the way you continue to move forward inspire more people than you realize. Every smile you give, every small victory you achieve, sends a message. I'm still here. I'm still trying. Think about someone you admire, a friend, a family member, or even a stranger whose courage left an impression on you. What if your quiet strength is having the same impact on someone else? Even when you don't see it, your story matters. Your journey matters. Carrying through and finding hope. Carrying on doesn't mean erasing the pain. It means learning to live with it, to let it shape you without letting it define you. Hope isn't about ignoring your struggles. It's about believing that things can change, even if it's just a little bit at a time. Embrace the present moment. Even when life feels unbearable, there are moments of light. It might be the way the sun filters through the trees, the sound of rain on the roof, or the kindness of a stranger. Let those moments remind you that beauty still exists, even in the darkest times. Set small goals. You don't have to fix everything at once. Focus on small, achievable goals that remind you of your ability to create change, even if it's just within yourself. Believe in the possibility of tomorrow. No matter how heavy today feels, tomorrow is a chance for something new. Change often happens in the smallest, most unexpected ways. Hold on to the possibility of something better. How struggles transform us. As painful as they are, struggles have the power to transform us. They teach us about our strength, our vulnerabilities, and our capacity for growth. Think about a time when you overcame something you thought you couldn't. What did it teach you? How did it shape you? Struggles don't define us, they refine us. They help us see the world with greater compassion and remind us of the resilience that lies within. If you're struggling, know this. Your strength isn't measured by how much you can take without breaking. It's measured by your ability to keep going, even when it feels impossible. Smiling through the pain doesn't mean denying your struggles. It means choosing to hold on to hope, even if it's just a flicker. You are not alone in this. There is strength in every step you take, no matter how small. And if you found this video meaningful, consider sharing it with someone who might need to hear these words. Let's keep moving forward together, one step at a time. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you in the next video.